Hello traders, welcome back to the Chart Whisperer, where we only trade when the market pays us to. In this video, I'll be sharing my daily bias based off of the level count as well as the key trading levels for the day. If you always want to know where the market is headed, smash that like button, subscribe, and join the free Telegram channel in the description. Beginning with the Dow Jones, I obviously did a quick overview. I've updated my levels and I can see there aren't many trading opportunities that I expect to get today. Dow Jones on the 1 hour, I've had 3 levels of rise. I see they even kept up at market open. Well, at the beginning of the trading day at least. So I expect them to reverse. However, I don't have any points of interest for me to take a short, so I'll just be waiting for them to come down. It is NFP week, so I actually expect at some point this week to see a reversal in the trend, as they have been trending up even on the 4 hour. Moving over to NASDAQ, just about the same thing as well. 3 levels of rise here. As you can see, actually this was a reset for them to even start this next cycle uptrend, if you will. So similarly to the Dow Jones, I expect them to reverse at some point this week. However, I don't have any points of interest for me to take a short this week, so I'll be staying out of that. The cable, I just want to mention the cable actually has had some incredible levels over the last couple of weeks. If you look here, clean 3 levels of drop, maybe a little bit of 4th one, but nothing to worry about. And then last week, week before last, 3 levels of rise, so clear, no questions asked there. And then they reversed on the same day. This doesn't happen often, that you get the peak formation for the reversal on the very same day, but they right after the last level of rise, they did here. And then they gave us 2 levels of drop, also very clean, textbook stuff. I don't have any points of interest, unfortunately, to go short there. Or do I? Where's the ADR? Oh yeah, I don't know why I was asking myself. I don't have any points of interest to go short there, so I will stay out. But I do expect them to give us 1 more level of drop, whether it's today or later on during the week. Euro, same thing as well. Again, I just like how the level count has been unquestionable. 3 levels of rise, they're quite clean towards the last week where they completed it. And then I expect them to drop price. Again, we've had 1 level of drop here. I expect to see 2 more levels of drop for them to complete the cycle again. NFP might have something to do with that, but we'll only know on Friday, of course. Obviously, I'll be staying out, nothing to trade there, but I definitely expect them to give us 2 more levels of drop. AUDUSD, over the long term, it's been very choppy. I've stayed away. I can't even tell you what month it is when I last traded AUD, but I always come through and check what's going on. However, at least last week, the last 2 cycles have been clean. 3 levels of rise, and I expect them to complete the cycle going down. They've done 1 level of drop right now. I expect 2 more levels of drop for them to complete their cycle before I look at any reversals. However, the same thing remains true here. I don't have any points of interest. Like I say, it doesn't look like I'm going to have many opportunities to trade today at least, but I'll still be here nonetheless. I just want to check something here. Did I miss? Yeah, I know I was missing something. Sorry. On the euro, I actually could go short here. Depending on how price develops here, I actually could get a stop hunt high. Looks like they want to drop, but if I get a stop hunt high for them to hit this point here, preferably if they hit this high, Friday's high, and then sort of if they could just tap Asian session high as well, would it be ideal as well? Then I can definitely go short. So this is where I'll have my alerts for today. Actually, I'll be waiting for them there to see what they do. I did go through the AUD. USDCAD, 2 levels of rise have been quite clean, can't complain there. And the the downtrend was also quite clean. Again, I just want to highlight, you can very seldom go wrong when it comes to direction, when it comes to the levels, and the levels have hit on the mark of the last 2 weeks or so. Yeah, like I said, USDCAD, I'm expecting one more level of rise. I don't have a point of interest, as you can see. The ADR is in my way there, so I'll be staying out for today at least. Swiss franc has given me 3 levels of drop last week, also very clean. I mean, the same 3 to 5 days that Steve talks about, so it's always a pleasure to witness that. They've given us 1 level of rise in terms of a reversal, and now I want to see them give us 2 more levels of rise to complete the cycle. They might be all the way up there, but I can see my point of interest is an option if they go down there before blowing out the ADR, of course. But I want to see them come all the way down here, give me a nice high probability setup, you know, 2-legged formation, you know the drill, and then I'll definitely take them long. Hopefully I get that opportunity to take today. And then finally, S&P 500. By the way, I've actually been on a long here for a few months now. I think since March I've been in a long trade here. I don't know if I'm going to close it anytime soon, to be honest. I might not. But when it comes to the cycle for today, I've had 3 levels of rise here, and I expect them to reverse before I go short. Of course, unfortunately, I don't have any points of interest there, so I'm gonna be staying out, but I definitely expect them to go short. And that wraps up today's analysis, guys. I've been away for just about a month now. Had some stuff that I was busy with. I didn't have time to make it. Well, I also had issues with my mic. I actually switched my mic, so I hadn't made any videos, and I hadn't been updating in the Telegram channel, but I am back 100%. So join that Telegram channel. It's all free, it's all value. Today I'll be updating, in fact for the rest of the week going forward in general, I'll be updating as I'm taking positions. I still only have 1 trade taking this month, so don't think I've left you guys out in anything. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a profitable trading day, and I will see you guys in the next one.